this is you. The most dangerous SWAT breacher this city's ever seen. They don't say your name on the radio anymore, just booms inbound. Because when the stack lines up and every other door kicker's pissing himself, you're the one who kisses the charge, whispers, "Open sesame, motherfuckers," and turns concrete into confetti. Right now, you're in the back of the Bearcat. 0300 hours. Rain hammering the roof like incoming rounds. The bank's 2 blocks away. First National, downtown, on glass tower turned slaughterhouse. 20 hostiles inside, cartel ink on half of them, 30 civilians on their knees. Command's voice crackles in your earpiece. Breach on your mark, boom. No fuck-ups. You smile under the balaclava. Fuck-ups are for rookies. But the spark that made you this good still burns behind your eyes every time you close them. 5 years ago, your wife, Elena, was in a different bank when some tweaker crew hit it. You were off duty, racing across town, or hearing her voice on the 911 call. "He's got a gun, baby. Please." Then the line died. You arrived in time to watch them drag her body out. That night, you didn't sleep. You started studying door charges like scripture. Every shaped cut, every millisecond of delay, every way to make an entrance so clean the bad guys never see death coming. You turned grief into geometry. Now, you're the blade. The van stops hard. Your team piles out. Viper, the ghost who moves like smoke. Tank, 220 of pure rage wrapped in Kevlar. Doc, who cracks jokes while he's elbow deep in your guts. You've bled together through cartel stash houses and meth lab infernos. They trust you to open the world for them. You trust them to keep you alive while you do it. Plans changed. Command snaps. Sidewall, north. Hostiles have the lobby wired. Make it surgical. You feel it then. The wrongness. The intel's too clean. But orders are orders. You hump the breaching bag across the alley, urane mixing with the copper smell already leaking from your memory. You slap the charge. A perfect linear-shaped cut. RDX core. Det cord hot. Fingers steady. Heart calm. Fire in the hole. The wall explodes in a perfect rectangle of dust and rebar. You're through before the echo dies. MP7 up. Night vision painting the world green. Hostages screaming. Gunfire stitching the air. You drop the first 2 tangos with suppressed bursts. Center mass. No hesitation. Vipers already flanking left, on tanks laying hate on the stairs. Then the first crack in the machine. One of the robbers is wearing department-issue boots. Same tread pattern you wore last week. Your stomach twists, but there's no time. You push deeper, clearing offices, tasting gunpowder and fear sweat. Hostage down. Some suit who lunged for a phone. You see Elena's face for half a second and keep moving. That's the cost. Always the cost. You reach the vault corridor. The leader's there, tall, tattooed, on voice familiar in a way that makes your trigger finger itch. He's got the bank manager at gunpoint, a woman who looks too calm, too rehearsed. "Stand down, boom," he says, lowering his weapon like he knows you. "This ain't what command told you." Viper hisses in your comms. "Boom, he's got police fricks. They knew we were coming." The truth hits like another charge going off. Inside job. The cartel wasn't robbing the bank. They were cleaning it. Dirty money, dirty cops. Your own captain sold the breach plan for a cut. The hostage rescue was theater to erase witnesses. Tank roars from the hallway. Contact rear, but it's not hostiles. It's department snipers lighting up your own team. Betrayal in real time. You move without thinking. Grab the manager, drag her behind a desk. Talk. She spills fast. Names, accounts. Your captain's voice on burner calls. Viper takes a round in the shoulder but keeps shooting. Doc's dragging Tank back, both of them bleeding. Your captain's voice cuts across the main channel. "Boom! Abort and exfil. That's an order. We'll handle cleanup." Cleanup, meaning you and your brothers. Something inside you snaps clean. The man who swore an oath to protect dies right there in that smoke-filled hallway. The animal that's been sleeping since Elena's funeral wakes up hungry. You look at Viper. He nods once, loyal to the death. Tank spits blood and grins. "Do it. Now boom." You prime the last charge on the emergency stairwell door. Overkill, but you want them to feel it. Stack up. The blast rips the building. You charge upward through fire and falling debris, dragging the manager, covering your wounded. Hostiles and friendly fire stitch the air around you. You shoot a SWAT operator you trained last month. His eyes wide behind the visor as he realizes who pulled the trigger. No time for sorry. Rooftop. Rain like needles. Our helicopter inbound. Your own department bird. Door gunners already spinning up. Tank collapses. Lungs filling. Viper presses his last mag into your hand. "Finish it, brother." For Elena, you don't hesitate. One perfectly placed round into the bird's tail rotor. It spins, crashes into the adjacent parking garage in a fireball that lights the skyline orange. You sling the manager over your shoulder, jump the gap to the next roof, boots skidding on wet gravel, sirens everywhere. Your own face already broadcasting as rogue element. The most dangerous breacher just became the most wanted man in the state. Behind you, the bank burns. Ahead, the city swallows you. Alleys, rooftops, underground tunnels you mapped years ago for Official ops. The manager whispers directions to a safe drop. Proof. Names that'll topple half the department and half the cartel. But you already know the truth. There's no going back. The system you bled for just tried to bury you. And now you're the ghost in the machine. You pause on a rain-slick fire escape. City lights bleeding red and blue across your visor. Elena's voice in your head again. Come home safe. You laugh once. Raw, broken. Too late for safe, baby. You vanish into the dark with the evidence. The bodies of your brothers still warm behind you, and the entire city hunting the man who used to save it. The most dangerous breacher alive, and now, the most dangerous enemy it's ever had. You drop into the storm drain like a shadow falling through a crack in the world. The manager, Clara, she finally tells you her name, clings to your plate carrier, breath ragged against your neck. Her heels are long gone. Bare feet slap cold concrete as you half-carry, half-drag her through knee-deep runoff that smells like diesel and dead things. The city above is screaming. Helicopters thump the night sky. K9 units bay in the distance, while your old radio, still clipped to your vest, spits fragments of chatter. Suspect boom is KIA or E&E. Priority 1. Lethal force authorized. You rip the earpiece out and crush it under your boot. No more voices in your head but your own. Clara's shivering, not just from cold. They'll kill me too, she whispers. I signed the ledgers. I know where the money went. You don't answer. Words are weight now. You keep moving, left at the third junction. Down the ladder that smells like rust and old piss, through the maintenance tunnel that once hid a cartel tunnel boring crew you helped dismantle. Irony tastes like blood in your mouth. You surface in an abandoned textile warehouse on the east side. Windows boarded, roof leaking moonlight and silver knives. Viper's blood is still wet on your gloves. Tank's last grin is burned behind your eyes. You set Clara on a stack of moldy pallets, check her for wires, trackers. Clean. For now. She pulls a thumb drive from her bra. Small, black, innocuous. Everything. Captain Hargrove's signature on every dirty transfer for 3 years. Names of the SWAT guys who took payoffs. Offshore accounts. Even the shell company that owns the Bearcat we rode in. You take it, your fingers close around it like a promise. Then the warehouse door rattles. Not kicked, not breached, just rattled. Like someone's testing the chain. You motion Clara behind the pallets. MP, 7 up, suppressor still threaded. You ghost to the catwalk, boots silent on rusted grating. Footsteps below, slow, deliberate. One set. A voice you know better than your own heartbeat. Boom. I know you're here. Captain Hargrove, the man who pinned your badge on after Elena's funeral, the man who called you son when the cameras were rolling. He steps into a shaft of moonlight. No tactical gear, just a long black coat, hands visible, empty. I didn't want it to end like this, he says, voice steady, almost sad. But you saw too much. You always see too much. You don't speak. You watch the way his right shoulder sits a fraction lower, old rotator cuff tear from the academy days, the same shoulder you helped rehab in the gym after hours. He sighs. I gave you the sidewall breach because I knew you'd make it clean. Knew you'd get close enough to see the truth. But I needed the bodies, witnesses, loose ends. You were supposed to die heroic, Medal of Valor, widow's fund payout to your sister. Your finger tightens on the trigger. One suppressed round. Center mass. Done. But something holds you. He keeps talking. Elena, she wasn't random. The crew that hit her bank, they were mine. Clean up for a bad wire transfer. She saw the wrong account number on a deposit slip. I told them to make it look like a robbery gone wrong. The world tilts. Your vision tunnels. A gunpowder memory floods back. Elena's perfume mixed with cordite that day. You held her cooling hand in the morgue. Hargrove spreads his hands. I'm offering you the only way out. Walk away. Keep the drive. Disappear. Or I walk out of here and the full weight of the department comes down tonight. SWAT, FBI, drones. You're good, Boom, but you're one man. You lower the MP7 an inch. He smiles. Small. Relieved. That's when you see the glint. Tiny red dot dancing across his chest from somewhere high in the rafters. Not your team. Not anymore. Viper's voice. Hoarse. Wet. Crackles in your ear. Not your crushed comms. A backup encrypted channel only the 4 of you knew. Boom. Roof. Sniper. One of ours. Sorry, brother. They got Doc. Made him talk. The red dot steadies. You move before thought finishes. You tackle Hargrove sideways as the shot cracks. Silenced. Subsonic. You meant for his heart, but it punches through your left trapezius instead. Fire explodes down your arm. You both hit the concrete hard. Blood. Yours. Sprays warm across his coat. Clara screams. You roll. Bring the MP7 up one-handed. The sniper's silhouette is black against skylight. You fire twice. Center mass. Head. Body tumbles. Rifle clattering. Hargrove's reaching for something under his coat. You stomp his wrist. Bone snaps. He howls. You kneel on his chest. Barrel under his chin. Say her name. You rasp. He chokes on blood and spit. Elena. I'm sorry. You pull the trigger. The shot echoes forever. Clara's beside you now, pressing gauze from your own IFAC against the hole in your shoulder. Tears cut tracks through warehouse dust on her face. Sirens closing, too many, too close. You stand. World swims red at the edges. You grab the thumb drive, shove it into a blood-slick pocket. Run, you tell her. Different direction, different city. Burn that drive to the press when you're safe. No one will believe you if I'm still breathing. She shakes her head. Come with me. You laugh. Short, ugly. I don't run from ghosts, Clara. I bury them. You push her toward the back exit. She hesitates once, then disappears into the rain. You limp to the front doors. Kick them open. Step into the glare of spotlights and laser dots painting your chest like Christmas lights. Dozens of SWAT operators. Your old team. New faces. All barrels on you. While you raise the MP7 one last time. Not to fight, just to feel the weight. Then you drop it. Hands up. Rain mixes with the blood running down your arm. You smile at the man in front, your old platoon sergeant, eyes wet behind the visor. Tell them I went out like Elena, you say. Quick, clean, no loose ends. They swarm. Cuffs bite your wrists. As they drag you toward the van, you look back once at the warehouse, at the body of the man who took everything from you. The most dangerous breacher in the city is finished, but the evidence is gone. Clara's running. The truth is still breathing. And somewhere in the dark, a new ghost is already waking up. You close your eyes as they shove you into the cage. For the first time in 5 years, the weight on your chest feels lighter.